most people would have noticed empty shelves at the grocery store, and that's a sign. And so right now, I don't think it's a good idea to implement further controls at the border.
Concerned about the stock in your fridge? You're not alone. The Canadian trucking industry says an upcoming vaccine mandate for truckers crossing the U.S.-Canada border could push as many as 16,000 drivers to quit the industry. And that could have a big effect on your grocery bill.
Those whose products are more price sensitive will have less ability to compete in the marketplace by the nature of the product they haul.
Stephen Laskowski with the Canadian Trucking Alliance says vaccine rates among truckers match the general population, around 85 to 87%. But he says that still leaves 13 to 15% who aren't vaccinated who might just quit. The CTA says it's not fighting the mandate but wants time for the industry and its customers to adjust. Time that could be used to ensure border measures go smoothly.
We want to make sure that trucks with vaccinated drivers move smoothly across the border. The best way to do that is to have an electronic enforcement policy that's very smooth. We're working towards that. We won't be there on Saturday.
So Canada buys for well over $21 billion worth of food every single year from the U.S. 60 to 70% of that amount actually goes through the border on wheels with truckers, and a lot of it is being bought right now in the middle of the winter.
Sylvain Charlebois is Senior Director at the Agri-Foods Analytics Lab at Dalhousie University and says the winter is basically the worst time to touch the supply chain. Canadians are already seeing higher prices at the grocery store, and price-sensitive goods could see further hikes as costs get passed on to consumers.
It's the cold chain, essentially. So anything perishable, I guess, would be key. Right now, of course, in the middle of January, you have to think about produce, specifically seafood products, some meat products as well.
The Ministry of Transportation says it's not considering delaying the mandate and says vaccines remain the best way to fight the pandemic as Omicron continues to put strain on the sector. In Ottawa, Xiaoli Li, City News.